Hi, my name is Allyse Sedivy, and I'm part of your doTERRA support team with your upline. And today I'm really excited to talk to you about something you hopefully have heard about. And if you don't know much about it, well, hopefully you'll get a lot more information through this webinar. Just a little while ago, doTERRA announced something super epic. They announced the Founders Club 2.0 for the US market. 10 years ago when I joined doTERRA 3 months after the original Founders Club was full. And I didn't know much about it. All I knew is that every January, they would get a check, and those checks would grow and grow and get bigger and bigger until they were huge, like hundreds of thousands of dollars that they would receive every January. And I remember thinking, boy, I totally missed out, and I'll never be able to be a US founder. And many times I actually went to the owners and said, can we do a Founders Club again? Can we bring it back to the US market? And they would say, well, Founders Club is usually for a new market. And, it's harder because there's different ranks. Well, not only did they figure this out, but they put it together in such a way where it is fair for every single person. Those people that are new, people that are premiers, platinums like yourself, and diamonds and presidential diamonds, they all have a fair shot at becoming one of the founders for the new Founders Club 2.0. Now, this webinar is going to tell you a little bit about what Founders Club could mean to you and your team. And it will break down the points for you so it's really, really clear. I'm also going to give you some specific scenarios about platinums at your rank, like what you would have to do to become a founder at the rank of platinum. And then we're going to talk a little bit about, sometimes it's a little overwhelming and you think, I'm having a hard enough time building myself, let alone building all these people, and I don't know quite how to do this. Well, if you have the right training, the right accountability, and the right system, it's not that hard. Most of my leaders went from zero to, like my personally enrolled leaders went from zero, brand new, to diamonds in just a 12-month period of time. And I'm gonna show you exactly how we did that. In fact, we put an online training system together. It's absolutely free, so you don't have to pay anything. And it basically walks you through day by day, week by week, month by month, exactly what you have to do to hit your next ranks until you hit your goal, until you become a US founder. So that launches June 1st, and we will talk to you a little bit about that. Now, one of the things I wanted to just tell you is at the rank of platinum, you're sitting in a pretty sweet position. Very, very doable for you to become a founder. The reason why is because as a platinum, you have to have at least 3 silvers. And silvers know enough about the business. They know enough about the compensation plan. They understand how to place, how to sign people up. And so they're not babies. Like you don't have to like hold their hands through every single step of the way. So they can really get inspired, and especially if you play this right and get them excited about becoming founders, they can be off to the races, which will free up your time to go out and find some more legs and some more people that you can get into the business. And right now, there has never, ever been a better time to sign people up in doTERRA than right now. This Founders Club is such a huge carrot for everyone, even new people, new wellness advocates, right? That it's so much easier to get people, attracted and interested in building the business than it ever was before. So I'm super excited for myself. I'm excited for you. I'm excited for the company and the growth that's going to happen over the next couple of years. And I'm excited that we're just in the right place at the right time. So let's get to it. I'm going to tell you all about it. Okay, here's a breakdown of the points and how the United States Founders Club 2.0 is working. All right, first, the opportunity. There are 200 available places or spots for the Founders Club. We talked a little bit about the beginning Founders Club with just 25 spots and 1% of the revenue of the first $1 billion. Well, this Founders Club 2.0 is 200 spots with 2% of the next billion. So it's like from $1 billion to $2 billion of revenue. Now, the cool thing about, now obviously this Founders Club is not going to make quite as much money as the first Founders Club, but there's, a few reasons why the first Founders Club was more profitable. Number one, they were taking a risk on doTERRA. No one knew if doTERRA was going to be a really booming, financially beneficial company with fantastic products because it was brand new. Now we know that doTERRA is one of the best, network marketing companies in the world. Their products are second to none, and the compensation is fantastic. So now we have 200 places, and I'm actually really glad that they did 200 and not just 25, because with just 25 and all of the wellness advocates that are in the United States, those places would be gone very, very quickly. So you're going to receive one share out of 200. So basically, if you take 2% of $1 billion in revenue, now you don't just take $1 billion, times it by 2%, and then divide that by 200, but we get paid off of commissionable volume. So it's not off of, the revenue dollars, but commissionable volume, which is usually about 80%. It's about 80%. So over the years, this check will grow to max out at around $80,000, your bonus check that you receive once a year in January. $80,000 is pretty significant. And also, it's not just an $80,000 check, right, once a year, but all the activity that you have to do to become a founder, well, that's the equivalent of about a diamond rank, which is around $13,000 a month. So if you take $13,000 a month and you add, the bonus divided by 12 months, around $8,000, you're looking at $20,000 a month. That's a $240,000 opportunity, a $250,000 opportunity. Now, I think that it's going to take 5, 6, or 7 years for this volume to get bigger, right? Like, we're not going to just start this year and next year there'll be $2 billion in revenue. It's going to go, 1.2 and then 1.4 and 1.6, and it's going to grow. And so the checks at the very beginning will be smaller, and then they'll grow bigger and bigger and bigger, right? And so at the beginning, the first Founders Club, it took about 7 years for their checks to really max out. And I think it'll take anywhere from 5 to 7 years for the checks here to max out also. Now, the cool thing about this year, if you qualify as a founder and do it really quickly, because we believe that the Founders Club will last around 12 to 18 months. So to fill up all 200 spots, and everyone has all of the volume that they need to fill up those 200 spots, I think it will be about 12 to 18 months. But if you do it before December, the end of December 2020, if you qualify before December, you actually earn double payment for your first year in January, which is awesome. So no matter how big that check is, you're going to get double. You're going to get 2 payments in January. The other thing we need to talk about is the volume. Now, with the U.S. Founders Club, it basically means that the volume has to be in the U.S. So, number one, the people, you have to be building in the U.S. Volume needs to come from the U.S. In fact, 90% of your volume needs to come from U.S. accounts. So I'm going to give you a couple of scenarios. Let's say you're brand new and you start building and you have one really excited friend in Italy that is building, and she's an elite. And you build to about a diamond level, and you have an elite in Italy. If that elite volume in Italy is less than, 10%, and 90% is from the U.S., then you can qualify for your volume in the U.S. Now, what about if you are already a really big team and you have massive volume already? And for instance, my team, 50% of my organization is outside of the U.S. So 50% of my volume is outside of the U.S. So for me, I will never be able to get 90% of my volume from U.S. accounts. So does that mean that I'm disqualified? No. What it means is the builders and the volume that I'm going to be increasing and going to be counting towards Diamond Club, well, that volume, that increase of volume 90% needs to come from the US. And so for me, what I'm going to be focusing on this year is all of my new leaders to have US volume. And they're really, really, this is really clear. This is really clean cut. They're going to be picky on this. Just make sure that your volume is coming from the US. All right. So there's 2 easy ways to earn points. The first is we need to know that we need to get to 1,000 points. The first 200 people to reach 1,000 points become the new founders, 2.0 US founders. And you can get those 1,000 points 2 ways. First, by your personal points and the things that you do. And second, by your team points or the things that you help your team to achieve. First, we're gonna just concentrate on your personal points for just a minute. There's 2 ways that you can earn personal points. One is by personally rank advancing and moving through the ranks. You're gonna get points for that. And the other is from personal enrollments. Let's talk about personal rank advancing. Now, every single rank is given a point amount. So when you hit a rank for the first time, you receive points. For instance, if you hit elite, if you're brand new and you hit elite for the first time, you can get 20 points. And they give you 20 points for 3 months. The reason why they do that is they don't want you to just hit elite and be really, really shaky and try and push to the next rank. They want you to actually solidify those ranks. And we're going to talk a little bit more about that in a minute. So you actually can receive 20 points for the first time you hit elite, another 20 points for the second time you hit elite, and a third 20 points for the third time you hit elite. It doesn't have to be consecutive. So it could look like you went elite May, June, and July, 20, 40, 60. Or it could look like you went elite May and then July was a little hard. And then you went elite in August and got another 20 points. And September and October were difficult. And then you went elite again in November and you would receive your third 20 points for a total of 60 points. The same thing happens with Premier, 25 points, Silver, 30 points, Gold, 35 points, Platinum, 40 points, Diamond, 50 points, Blue Diamond, 55 points, and Presidential Diamond, 60 points. Now, you'll notice that the higher the rank, the more points that you get for reaching that rank. And the reason why is because it's harder. It's harder to go from Blue Diamond to Presidential Diamond than it is from Elite to Premier. And so the higher that you build in doTERRA, the more points that you receive. The other thing that you need to know about these points is that these points are calculated off of the first time you hit this rank. So this is what we call full points. So if you've never ever been elite again and you hit elite, then you get 20 points. If you've never been premier, you get 25. So these are full points if you've never ever in the history of doTERRA hit this rank before. Also, doTERRA has been really smart how they've calculated points, and they don't want to disincentivize anyone. So what if you want to go faster? What if you don't want to sit at elite for 3 months? What if you want to go straight from elite to silver or even new to gold, right? Well, they don't want to disincentivize you or penalize you for going fast so that you think, oh, I just have to sit there for 3 months so I don't miss my points. What happens is no matter how high you hit the rank, if you hold that rank, the highest rank for 3 months, you will pick up all of the points underneath, all of the points that you missed for every single month. So let me tell you what that looks like. Let's say you're brand new and you just are on fire with sharing essential oils and you really want to be a founder. And in the first month, you jump all the way to silver. So you don't even hit elite or premier, you just go straight to silver. Well, if you hold silver for 3 months, and you get 30, 60, 90 points, that third month, you will also pick up 3 months of Premier and 3 months of Elite. The same thing goes if you jumped all the way to Diamond and you held your top rank for 3 months, Diamond, you would pick up all the Diamond points, Platinum points, Gold points, Silver points, Premier points, and Elite points for all of the months. So you are definitely not penalized for going fast and for building fast. It's fantastic. Now, What about people that have hit a certain rank in the past, and maybe their business has kind of slipped, or it's been hard for them to get back? Well, doTERRA doesn't want to. Well, I'm going to give you an example. What if a long time ago you hit diamond, a few years ago you hit diamond, and now you're a gold? Well, in the Founders Club, if you had already hit platinum and diamond before, then if you only had full points, you would literally have to go from gold until blue diamond before you'd start making any points. And that is really frustrating, and it's really demotivating. And a lot of people from the very beginning would say, I'm out. Like, I can't do this, right? And it's not worth it. So what doTERRA has done, which is super smart, is anytime that someone is re-qualifying or hitting a rank for the second time or third or fourth, just it's not their first time, they are eligible to get half points for 3 months that they hit that rank. So for instance, let's say you were elite a year ago, okay? Last May you were elite, and now in May you hit elite again. Well, you're able to get 10 points for the month of May. If you go elite again in June, you'll get another 10 points. And if you go elite again in July, you'll get another 10 points. Now, you have to have been, to qualify as this requalification or rank requalification, you have to have not hit this rank in the last 6 months. So anything past the end of October. So the end of October, meaning you couldn't have hit this rank in November, December, January, February, March, or April. Okay? So anything in November, December, January, February, March, actually April is an exception. I'm going to tell you about that. You won't get any points for requalification. It has to be at least 6 months since you've been that rank. So I'm going to give you an example. Let's say that in October you hit silver, and then some things got rough in your business and you went back to elite. Well, now if you push and you become a premier, you're able, because you hit it in October, so it's been 6 months, you're able to actually receive 12.5 points for the month of May. And if you hold on to that, in the month of June, you'll get half points, which is 12.5 again, and in July, 12.5 again. And once again, it doesn't have to be consecutive. It can be, whatever months you hit, just the next 3 times you hit that rank. And then if you hit silver, you'll also get half points. So it will go, you'll get 15 points for the first month, 15 for the second month, and 15 for the third month. And then if you rank advanced to gold now, because you've never hit gold before, you will get full points, 35, 35, and 35. Now, the month of April was such a big month, and we had unbelievable sales that many, many people rank advanced that really aren't that rank, that solid rank. And so doTERRA is making an exception. Just for the month of April, if you rank advanced for the month of April, you can't count that month in April because points don't accrue until, past May 15th. But in May, if you hit that rank again, whether it's for the first time and you're getting 4 points, or you're getting full points because it was the first time in April, or if it's a requalification in April, you're getting half points, you're able to pick up the second month of points and the third month of points. So I'll give you an example. Let's say you were a platinum 2 years ago, and last month you became a platinum again, the month of April. So you're requalifying as a platinum. Well, you wouldn't be able to have those 20 requalification points for last month, but the next 2 months that you hit platinum, you'll pick up 20 points and 20 points. So that's how that works. Super fair, super great, super fun, and it's not demotivating to anyone. Everyone can kind of build where they're at, and just as long as they're progressing and as long as they're building their business, your points are growing and you're getting closer and closer to becoming a U.S. founder. All right, now the second way that we make personal points is from personal enrollments. So when we personally enroll people and get them excited about the oils and they buy a kit, and also from getting people on loyalty rewards. And this is how these points are broken down. You get 1 point for every person that you personally enroll. You also get a point if they get on LRP, let's say month 2, and LRP month 3. So you get a total of 3 points for every person that personally enrolls. Now, if you just have someone that enrolls and doesn't get on LRP, you would just get 1 point. If you have someone that enrolls and just is on LRP for 1 month, you'd get 2 points. But even if you have someone that enrolls and stays on LRP forever, or 12 months or 14 months, the total points that you can get is 3 points. Now, I want you to look really closely on how they've set this point system up. If you have a total of 1,000 points, so you need to be at 1,000 points for founder, look down at the bottom here. It says you have to have a minimum of 50 points, meaning even if you have 1,000 points, but you don't have 50 points of personal enrollment, you will not qualify as a founder. They want you to do a minimum of enrollments. And if you take 50 divided by 3, it's about 18 people, right? So 18 people over an 18-month period of time is only 1 person a month. If it's over a 12 period of time, it's just, a 12-month period of time, it's only a little bit more than 1. It's so doable. If you find 1 person a month that you can enroll and get on LRP, you have hit your minimum. Now notice here they also have a maximum. Now why would they have a maximum? Why wouldn't they want just everyone to sign up, as many people as possible? Let me tell you why. They want to make this Founders Club very, very fair for not only online builders, but also people that are not building online. And a lot of online builders have a tendency to enroll a lot of people, but it's a little bit harder for them to possibly build rank and to help other people build rank. So they don't want just the online builders coming in and taking all the points and everyone going founder. What this program really is about, it's a rank advancing program. It's a leadership program where you're helping other people rank as you rank yourself. And part of this is definitely personally enrolling. So you have a maximum of 300 points that you can use towards founder. If you sign up more people than that, then it just won't count for your founder's points. So if you take 300, you divide it by 3 points per person, you're looking at enrolling over a year or a 1.5 year period of time, around 100 people, right? So if it's, 12 months, it's 8 people, a month. If it's more than, if it's 18 months, it's even less. So this is still very doable, especially when we're running and we're going for it and we're sharing oils as quickly as we can. So I'm really grateful for how they structured this point system because it's fair for everyone. People that build online and have a really easy time enrolling, great, they can max out those points. People that really, just focus on rank advancing and focus on helping their leaders rank advance and they don't enroll as many, great, they can do a minimum enrollment and focus on rank advancing points. All right, let's move on. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is how you get points from helping your downline rank advance, but they have to be personally enrolled to you. Now, just so you know, they don't have to be on your front line and they don't have to be your qualifying leaders, just anywhere in your organization that you have personal enrollments and they're rank advancing and you're helping them rank advance, right? Then you receive points. Now, notice here, different than your personal rank advancing points, personally, you got points all the way up through Presidential Diamond, but here, when it's your downline rank advancing, you only receive points to Diamond. Why? The reason is because the owners feel, and doTERRA feels like, the push to blue and Presidential is really probably more what the leader themselves is doing and not so much the upline, because they know what they're doing, they're running their own teams, and so to give points for somebody in my organization that's going blue and Presidential is probably not so much my work as theirs. So we only get points to help people go to Diamond. And the points are set up like this, and they're less. They're less points than you get personally, but because you have multiple legs, they really add up fast. 4 points for elite, and you can get them 3 times, right? 3 months, 4, 8, 12. So 4, 4, 4. 10 points for Premier, 10, 10, 10, which is 30. 25 points for Silver after 3 months is 75. Gold, 30 points. You can have 3 months of 30 points, which is 90. Platinum, 33, so it's a total of 99 you can get when you go Platinum, and Diamond, 35, which is a total of 105. So look down at the bottom of your screen. You can't just rank advance yourself and sign up a lot of people and become a founder. This is a leadership opportunity, and we're incentivizing leadership, which means we also help other people grow their businesses and reach their goals, and not just ours. So you have to have at least 300 points from your downline rank advancing in order for you to qualify to be a founder. Out of those 1,000 points, 300 of them need to be coming from your downline rank advancements. Now, just like your own personal rank advancements, if your leaders are re-qualifying, they're not hitting it for the first time. If they hit it for the first time, Elite, Premier, Silver, they get full points. If they're re-qualifying because they've been that rank before, they receive half points. And it works just the same. For 3 months, they receive half points. They have to have not hit this rank after October 31st, right? 2019, but if they did hit this rank either for the first time or requalifying in April, you can't count the first month, the April points, but we are able to count months 2 and month 3, either for full points if they've never hit it before, or for half points if they're requalifying. So, and you'll see in just a minute how that kind of adds up. We're going to go through some scenarios. The power of 3. The power of 3 is not only a really amazing way to start making money quickly in doTERRA, but it also sets you up. The structure of the power of 3 sets you up for a perfect build, a build where you can go Silver or Platinum, easier. So we want to incentivize this behavior, and if you have someone that's personally enrolled to you that has never hit the power of 3, we're talking just the $250 power of 3. The $50 power of 3, it's kind of simple. We're not going to give points for that. But the $1,500 power of 3, it's a little more complicated, and we don't want people manipulating the system to get those points. But the $250 power of 3, you receive 3 points for each month that your personally enrolled leader achieves. A total of 3 months so 3 points for the first month, 3 points for the second, and 3 points for the third, which is a total of 9 points. Now, you have to do this with at least one leader, which means you have to have at least one leader that has never had the power of 3 before, and help them build the power of 3. doTERRA wants to know that you know how to help people build this. So your minimum amount of points to qualify as a founder is 9, and then you have no maximum. You can help as many people get their power of 3 bonus and receive points. But one thing you need to be aware of is, let's say you have a leader that's personally enrolled to you and they hit the power of 3 for the first time, and then they hit it 6 times in a row. You will not get 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. You only get a total of just 3 months total, 3 times per person. All right, let's move on. Now, the empowerment bonus, we're going to go into some more detail online on my social media of what the empowerment bonus really looks like. We're not going to take a lot of time to talk about it, but you can actually receive your empowerment bonus as a Premier, as a Silver, and as a Gold. And when you help a leader for the first time that has never received an empowerment bonus, whether it's Premier, Silver, or Gold, it doesn't matter when, but if they've never ever had the empowerment bonus before and they hit it for the first time, you get 1 point. And you can get an additional 2 points for the next 2 months that they hit their empowerment bonus. So let's say you have a Premier and they have never had the empowerment bonus before, but they become a Silver and they hit their empowerment bonus for the first time. You receive a point. And the next month that they hit it, you receive another point. And the next month you receive another point. 3 points per person, just a total of 3 per person. Even if they go Premier, Silver, and Gold in 3 different months, and they get the empowerment bonus as a Premier, as a Silver, and as a Gold, that counts for 3 times per person. So it's not like 3 months is Premier, 3 months is Silver, and 3 months is Gold. You can't have one person that you get 9 points from. It's just a total of 3 points, 3 times per person. You have a max of 300 points with the empowerment bonus. So a minimum of 3, and you can't use more than 300 points towards your 1,000 points out of the empowerment bonus. Okay. Now, I just want to remind you, for some of you that are thinking, my head is spinning, or I don't understand, or that just looks like a lot of points and a lot of things we have to do. If we really break it down, which is what we're going to do next, according to your rank, truly, just like Napoleon Hill said, whatever the mind of man can conceive and believe, it can achieve. And we really can do this. So let's get into some very specifics according to your rank. All right, let's look at scenario number 1. So this scenario, we're saying that as a platinum, you need to go blue diamond for you to have enough points to become the next US Founder 2.0. So I know at first you might think, oh my goodness, I can't even go diamond, let alone blue diamond. This is overwhelming. Don't let it overwhelm you, because when you have the right system and the right tools and when you have the right accountability group, then so many amazing things can happen, and we're going to tell you a little bit about that at the end, so it can take away a lot of the guesswork. I've seen so many people go platinum to blue diamond in a 12-month, 18-month period of time. In fact, I've seen it happen a lot faster than that. So let's just break this down for you. When you go platinum to blue diamond, you receive 315 personal rank advancement points. You have to have a minimum of 50 enrollment points, right? Which is about 18 people. So here, let's just say 50. Then to go blue diamond, you need 5 legs. And before you're be platinum, you just needed 3 silver legs. So you need 2 new builders that will go from 0, so beginning, to gold within the time that you're trying to go for founder. That is 207 points. So leader number 1, you get 207 points for. Leader number 2, you receive 207 points for. Leader number 3 needs to go from silver to gold, 90 points. 4 silver to gold, 90 points. 5 silver to gold, same thing, 90 points. We're assuming that 3 of these builders will get their power of 3, $250 power of 3 for the first time, and 3 of them will get their empowerment bonus. This is 1,085 points, so you've actually overshot. You could maybe have less empowerment points or less, power of 3 points, but this is exactly how you would become a U.S. founder right here. Now, let's look at the second scenario. Scenario number 2. Scenario number 2 would be, let's go diamond, not blue diamond. And what would have to happen for someone to go diamond? Well, usually diamonds have 4 silver legs. In this case, if you only have 4 leaders, you're going to have to make sure that they rank advance past silver and go gold, and one of them even higher, to get enough points to go founder. And you're going to have to make up some of those personal and rank advancement points with more enrollments. So to go from platinum to diamond, it would look like this. You get 150 points. Then your personal enrollments, you'd have to have 235 points. Leader number 1, you're going to take from 0 to gold, because before you just had 3 silver legs, right? So they're going to be brand new to gold. That's 207 points. Leader number 2 goes from silver to gold, 90 points. Leader number 3, same thing, silver to gold, 90 points. And leader number 4 would rank advance from silver to platinum. Now, this is very common. When you have like 4 leaders that are building, they never go at the same pace. One of them is usually smaller, one of them is usually faster, and so this is common. That's 189 points from a silver to a platinum. Now, we're assuming that 3 of your downline had the power of 3 $250 bonus, and 4 have the empowerment bonus, right? Maybe, as that leader, as they run through the ranks, they're going to get that empowerment bonus. All of those points add up to an even 1,000 points. And this, my friends, would get you into the Founders Club 2.0. Now, one of the things you need to do as a platinum, you've got to be really, really careful with your time. Your time is super valuable. You've got 3 leaders and you're going to possibly put on 1 or 2 more, whether you're going diamond or blue diamond. And you're not going to have time to handhold all of your leaders and go out and recruit and find new people at the same time. You've got to be really effective. The other thing is you need a really clear-cut system of how you can personally rank advance at the same time. So me and a lot of other leaders have developed an online training course called the Oil Games. It's absolutely 100% free, and it's specifically to help you rank advance so that you can become founder, okay? It starts June 1st. You can just go to oilgames.com, and there's a bunch of different games. There's Reach Elite for your leaders that are brand new that you can put into a program, and it will show them how to become elite. There's a game called Premier Push for your leaders that are elite wanting to go Premier, and it will show them exactly how it leads you through Premier. There's a game called Silver Sprint for Premiers wanting to go Silver. Gold Rush is for Silvers wanting to go Gold. Platinum Pursuit is for Golds wanting to go Platinum. And then what you need to enroll in is called Diamond Dash. It's specifically for Platinums wanting to go diamond and above. And it's basically a day-by-day, week-by-week, month-by-month program that literally just walks you through what you need to learn, what are you going to do that day? Listen to it, learn it, now go do it. Every single day, Monday through Friday for 2 full months until you hit the next rank. And then if you're wanting to go blue diamond, then you join the next rank. And it is so clear, so easy, so duplicatable. And when you and all of your leaders are in this program that's absolutely free, then you can stop doing a lot of hand-holding and have more time to actually go find more people. Now, the other really nice thing about the Oil Games is it gives you an accountability group. 2 other people that are trying to push for the same thing as you are and trying to reach the same goal and the same rank. And that accountability group will become really key and vital to you. They help you, they support you, they keep you motivated, they make sure you get everything done on a daily basis that needs to get done. And I think you'll find it a very simple, clear-cut, and easy. Well, I shouldn't say easy because this is not easy, but it takes all of the guesswork out of building and rank advancing. I just want to say, my friends, this is very doable. As a platinum, you understand the business. You understand how to build. And when you use something like the Oil Games that helps your leaders and yourself give you a very, very clear roadmap of how to get there, it takes a lot of time and energy and work off of your hands, and it gives you the time to go out and find more people, enroll more people, and find more builders. So my question to you is, are you ready to be the next founder? Well, if you are, my suggestion is to go for it, number 1, and to make it easier and simpler and make it more effective by signing up for the Oil Games. So you can just go to oilgames.com. And as a platinum, I would recommend you signing up for Diamond Dash. That's the very next step you need to take. And everyone in your organization that wants and needs to rank advance, have them sign up as well, and it will push all of you forward. So I'm excited for you, and I hope that you become the next US Founder 2.0.